Hey everyone, Dr. Uhrmacher here. Been getting an awful lot of questions from optometrists about the ranking of their pages because I had a special training on Google Plus Local and exactly why you want to be there and why you want to be the #1 spot that shows up. So not only that, but I've also had a lot of optometrists say, you know what, I'm already in the #1 spot, I'm in the #2 spot. I get a lot of traffic, but I am not getting any of those people that show up to my website. I'm just getting so few of them to actually pick up the phone and call. And so I'm going to give you some components here to your website that you really need to make sure are in place so that you're not just getting visitors, you're actually getting phone callers. So what I've done here, and again, I'm just kind of picking this because I live in Lincoln, but I've put in optometrist Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm going to click on that. We'll see what comes up. And like I said, the place that you want to be is you want to be on the maps, and that's down here. It doesn't matter if some of these spots up here, these are the spots where people are clicking. Research has shown that this A spot right here gets 39% of the clicks on the entire page. And the first 3 spots get a total of 55% of that search combined. So it's important that you're at least in the top 3, and 39% is a big number. You won't get that in any other spot. So you want to make sure that you're getting there. So why, let's take a look at this again. I haven't taken a look at the site. I'm going to clear this off and we'll just click to it because this person, I know for Lincoln, Nebraska, there's several thousand searches for the different optometrist and eye doctor searches, so he's getting an awful lot of traffic coming through there. So we will take a look at it. We'll see if they have the requirements that's really needed for a good effective site. So here's what you're going to be looking for, and this one doesn't for the first thing. Now if you remember right from the training I did, what Google does is if you're in any of those spots for that matter, but let's say it's they find your Google Plus page, so Google's here. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to look on that Plus page, and they're going to look for your keywords, right? And they're going to say, okay, they qualify for optometrist Lincoln or eye doctor Lincoln, any of those keywords that you're going for. Your website is in your Plus page, so it clicks and it takes a look at your website and it comes to here, right? And that's how we ended up here. Now what it's going to do, it's going to look for the keywords on the page. I'll get to that one in a minute. Google Plus Local revolves around what's called a citation. And what a citation is the name, the address, and the phone number. Now, again, that's word for word, dot for dot, commas, everything is exact, number for number. Don't screw that up. Once you have it set, once it's in Google Plus Local, then that is what you use everywhere else. Every directory, every other citation that you do, it needs to match exact. So just looking at this page, if Google were to come here, I do not see that citation anywhere on this page. I see a phone number, and again, there's multiples here, so but that's one big thing. A lot of practices don't have that citation on their home page, so when Google comes here, you don't get the authority that you're looking for. So that tells me it'd be real easy to knock this person off because I don't have the components on the site. The next thing you want to look at, what keyword? For me, when you do your keyword research, you want to make sure that #1 keyword is the keyword that you use on this first page. So and again, I'm just guessing off here, it's either optometrist or eye doctor, and I don't see those terms anywhere on this page. So again, real easy, they're not handling their on-page optimization. Now if you do, and I'm going to give you a real quick lesson here on on-page optimization to keep it real simple. You don't want to use your keyword too much. So let's say that the #1 keyword for here is optometrist Lincoln. So you want to use optometrist Lincoln in the title of what this is. You want to use it in the first sentence, and you want to use it in the last sentence. Now I personally would have a little more content than this on that first page. Okay, so that's a real quick optimization. You want to make sure you have your citation. You want to make sure that you have your keywords, your on-page optimized correctly through there. Now, the other thing you want to have, and this is real important too, this is for the person like this one that is already ranking well, but I'm betting, again, not only would it be easy to knock them off, but even if no one does, I bet they're not getting a ton of phone calls because there's no call to action on the page. If there is, it's going to be one of these scrolling items, and someone might not sit here and wait for these to scroll. So now it's not even scrolling, probably because I ran my mouse over it and it's not even scrolling. So what you want to do, and this is what I really like, whatever my call to action is, maybe it's a new patient special, there it's scrolling. Okay, so they have CRT that they want to promote, which is great. No call to action though with that. I would say if they have a free consultation for it, you need to make sure there's a call to action on every slide. Call for a free consultation to see if CRT is right for you. But here, new patient special, if you have one, maybe it just says call for our new patient special. Okay, this guy, I've seen the experts. You should too. I'm not sure what that means. There's no call to action there, right? So you want to have some sort of call to action. Now what I really like, and again, I'm not familiar with all the kinds of websites. I use WordPress for all of mine, and what they have the opportunity to do is it's called is it called a slide? I don't remember what it's called. It's a widget for it, but basically what happens is when I scroll here, this widget that's my new patient special or my call to action slides with it. And again, I should bring that up. This citation, this call to action, and the next thing I'm going to tell you about should be on every single page. So if I click on About, it can have different content here in all of this area. And even for that, you can have your citation there. But your content may change, but your citation will be on every page. Your call to action will be on every page. And then the next thing. So again, this is telling someone, pick up the phone and call me. Right? I mean, again, time to see the experts, be honest. Okay, it's not a call to action, I'll just say that. So the next thing is when a person comes here, especially if they're finding it by going optometrist, eye doctor, eyeglasses, eye exam, any of those keywords, then they already know they need to be there. So there's not a whole lot of convincing other than, should I choose you or should I click my back button over here and should I go to the next person on the list? So what's the absolute best way to convince someone that they need to come see you versus anything else? None of this stuff's going to do it. The call to action is great. You got to tell them. And again, phone number should be above the fold. That's when someone comes here. They shouldn't have to scroll to find out how to call you. So they shouldn't have it down here. I mean, they can as well. I have it in the footer on ours usually too, right here, the citation. But the first thing that they should see when they get here is that citation, the call to action, the keywords. Again, those are for Google. But what they should see is testimonials. You can use your slider like this for testimonials. You can use the sidebar over here for testimonials and reviews. You can use any of this space. Use a lot of this space. I won't talk about the subscribe to our newsletter because again, when I have someone come to my site, I want them to pick up the phone and call, right? If I want to do lead generation, which is having someone opt in, I have a completely separate page for that. So they come here. This is a video that says something, again, you want to target whatever you want to see. If you want to see people for specialty contacts, then this video says, gosh, I always had trouble with contacts, but I hated wearing my glasses. But when I came to Dr. Okay, so this is a multiple group, so they didn't even have the doctor's name. When I came to Eye Care Specialties, they were able to set me up with contacts that didn't bother me. I was able to wear them all day. I used to get blurred vision, itchy eyes, whatever, the case is. This is that review. So why do you want these reviews? Again, maybe this one's for another condition, or maybe for their CRT. You know, now I just wear my contacts at night. So these are just different reviews and testimonials, and I love videos. They're so powerful, but you should have videos and written ones. Because the research shows that a prospective patient or customer believes a review like this 70 to 72% of the time. They trust it as much as a family member, coworker, friend. They trust that review that much. So this is like having your mom down here telling you, man, you got to go see this eye doctor because he did X, Y, and Z for me and it was great. And this is your aunt or someone at work saying, man, I went and saw this optometrist and he did this and it was great. And this is other people. Right? So those are the components you need to have on your website, right on the home page. Make sure you have your citation. Again, above the fold, that's simply your name, address, and phone number. You can do a Google map for that too, as part of that citation. So when they come here, they know exactly where you're at right there. And it's going to make up their mind, oh, they're too far away. Or, yeah, I can go there because they're only 1.5 miles from my house. So you want your citation. You want to make sure your keywords are done correctly. You want to have a call to action. New patient special, whatever it is, discount, you know, glasses, contacts, whatever it is you want to be. I'm not going to tell you what your call to action is. You want to have your reviews. And again, I love video reviews. And you want to have them, and you can put them anywhere on your page. But all this stuff needs to be above the fold. So when I show up here, I don't have to scroll to get it. It's right there. Bam. You don't have much time to win these people over. So those are the things. Now, something that you also want to be able to do is you want to be able to have a blog like this because one of the things, and let's click to it, one of the things, again, this was just at the end of September here, that Google made a change again, that they are starting to knock certain things. So they want to make sure that you have fresh content on an ongoing basis. That's why a blog is nice. Without having fresh content, they don't really like it that much. So June 27th, that was an awful long time ago that any content was put up on there. So that's not fresh content. They want fresh content. Here's another thing that I would recommend as well. Take it so that your blog doesn't show the date, because when a prospective patient shows up here, they see that and they're like, gosh, they haven't done anything since June. Are you kidding me? Now it's October. So Google's going to know when you put it up there, but your prospective patients won't. So I would make sure you don't put the dates on these. But again, the other thing you want to see is this. It's called authorship. You want to make sure that you have fresh content and you have authorship, because people are trying every way they can to get backlinks and do SEO and everything else. So make sure that you get on your blog so you can put fresh content and you can have authorship on it. So I think that's about it. Again, when I come to this page, what should I see? I should see a citation, name, address, phone number. I should see call to action. Why should I pick up the phone? And what else should I see? You can put it over here in the sidebar, the stuff that floats with it. You want to see a video testimonial here. You want to see written testimonials. You can't get enough of them. Make sure it's on every page. So hopefully this helps you out as far as what you should be looking for with your to get some conversions. You know, if you're getting visitors to your site and you want to get more of them to pick up the phone, that will help you out. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want it to see if I can do it all for you, you got to give me a call and see if your area is even available. I don't take too many new ones each month. There's a lot of work that goes into it. So give me a call first and we'll visit and see if that can help. Talk to you soon.